Good effort, good effort.
You'll be here for it.
Make fun of me, 'cause I missed the last two. I'm just trying to make, make him feel a little bit better. He's not the only.
Hey, 2 minutes early, man. You want us to lock the door?
Oh, I got it before. Can't catch it.
Like Dukes of Hazzard,
Yeah.
Jared Lee going through town.
You're that warm.
Where's Jeff at today? Little? Oh, that's right.
Oh.
All right. Clinton Beer Board, call to order, please. Roll call.
Councilman Slater, Councilman Foster, Councilman Harrell, Councilman Gann.
Here.
Councilman Hatmaker.
Here.
Councilwoman Manis.
Here.
Mayor Burton.
Here. Do I hear a motion for the review and approval of minutes of the previous meeting dated July 28, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. No old business before us. Under new business, we have a request for Class E special event beer permit from Anderson County Animal Rescue, Katrina Hall at 124 Lone River Lane in Clinton. Is anyone here to speak on that?
That is me?
Yes, sir. Come to the podium and state your name and address. Kind of tell us what the event's going to be.
Okay. Sorry for the attire. I didn't realize it was going to be such a
No, you're-
formal
no, you're
event.
good.
We're actually throwing a Viking-themed Renaissance festival at Carden Farm Dog Park, and we're doing donations for animals as well. So it's $7 entry. It's $5 with any donation of a new cat toy, dog toy, food, anything that supplies for Katrina Hall's ACRAF. So we were hoping to get her to do the beer permit for us. She's partnering with my company, Oathbound Events LLC, out of Anderson County. And we needed the permit for the beer because we are not a, yes, thank you very much. So we have partnered with her on this event in order to get this permit passed. And we have Gypsy Circus Cider bringing in beer and mead. As far as that, there's no hard alcohols, no liquors, nothing like that. We have police on site from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Overnight as well. So from 8 a.m. October 11th till 8 p.m. October 12th, there will be officers on site. We've already paid for them. They're already scheduled to be there waiting for us.
Okay. Any questions?
Have we made any maintenance agreements here as far as cleanup? Because I'm sure it's going to be,
Yeah, we'll take care of it. Taylor's been working with him, so we've got it all kind of planned out. I think
Yeah.
she's put together a property layout, how everything's gonna be, but we'll do cleanup like we normally do. on
it being
weekends.
public property, I think that's
Yeah.
key.
They have carrying the insurance and all that?
Yes, we do. We have insurance for the city of Clinton. ACRF is also signed on our insurance agreement as well, and we're $1.5 million insurance on that for the event and location.
Okay.
I went through and got all the permits for the signage, have a temporary permit for on the actual Clinton, right across the bridge. I've really tried to stick all my dots and I's on this event to keep it as straightforward as possible.
Okay. Chief Campbell, you good with everything with this? Okay. Tell Joe Hall I'm gonna come just to see him in his Viking outfit. So,
Perfect.
be ready. It might be sold out, might be a lot of people looking at that.
We
Any
have-
other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Wait a
Who
minute.
made the motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any motion and a second, any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank
Got
you
ahead of
very
myself.
much.
Thank you, good luck.
Yes, appreciate it.
Hey, come on, you laughing at me? Hear a motion to adjourn beer board?
So moved.
Second.
Means adjourned. Opening up the regular city council meeting. Roll call.
Councilman Quainer, Councilman Foster.
Here.
Councilman Harrell, Councilman Gann.
Here.
Councilman Hatmaker.
Here.
Councilwoman Manis. Here. Mayor Burton.
Here, do I hear a motion for the approval of the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. I'd like for someone to amend this to put in, what's the proclamation?
Resolution.
Resolution number 852. Someone can amend the agenda to put that resolution under communications from the mayor. Here's somebody so moved?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second? Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. The prayer this evening will be given by Vice Mayor Gann. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Our Father, we come to thee tonight with heavy hearts and also celebrating for a member of Clinton 12, Bobby Kane, who passed away last night. He was a humble man, and he set a standard that the city of Clinton holds very high, standing for things that he felt like were important and setting a standard for not only our community, but for the entire United States. We pray for his family during this difficult time and hope that all will remember the sacrifices and the stand that he took as part of the Clinton 12. Be with us as we take care of Clinton business. Help us to look for direction and to do what is best for our community. Lead, guide, and direct us in these times when civility is so significant and so important, that we may carefully consider things and debate and discuss them with a cool head. Lead, guide, and direct us in all we do. For in thy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Larry. Do we hear a motion for the review and approval of the minutes of the previous meeting dated August 25th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. At this time, we'll recognize any visitors or citizens that'd like to speak on anything, any praises or complaints. Yes, sir. Charlie, come up to the podium, state your name and address, please.
Okay. Right now, my name's Charles Lyons, and I'm living on Norris Lake, but I still have a house. And I use it for one thing. It's a mailbox. So, it's fun though. Now, I'm here was, I have 7 rentals on Market Street. And I'm down there lots. And I visited with a lot of people there. And I decided I would just go around and try to talk to everyone on the street and see how they feel about how things are going. And one of the main complaints is they feel like the plan does not have enough parking. Well, you probably realize that and whatever, but you know, I don't know that you would want to even change it or, but, you know, it's something you want to think about. And I have close to 20 people that signed that petition about more parking on the street. And I didn't find anybody that refused to sign it, with the exception of one lady. And she said, I can't do that because I just went to work today and my boss hadn't got here. I might get fired, says wait a minute, and she walked in, so they both signed it. The other one was, I would like to see more work done in a shorter period of time, and I think you'd all agree with that. I visit the street practically daily with all of my buildings that's there, and I've got a new client I'm kind of suspicious of. My granddaughter's moving in one of the apartments. But she'll be all right. She's a realty in real estate, taking pictures for realtors. So she's doing well. But I have practically the same number signed that petition that said I would like to see more work done in a shorter period of time. And I think you feel the same way. Seems like some days we go by there and there may be a backhoe and a guy standing with a shovel and a dump truck. And that's about it from one end to the other, but I'm sure they have other stuff they gotta do all the time. And a couple of things I would like to bring up is they picked up all the garbage cans on the back street. I can't even think of the name of the street.
Freddie Fagan?
The cut.
Commerce?
Yeah, Commerce. Anyway, because their title, their front is on Market Street, and they don't pick up garbage at Market, but now they don't pick up garbage in the back end either. I thought this was a kind of a kick to people on buildings, but I think I'm gonna get around it because I'm gonna retitle my buildings to Commerce Street. And two of them now get their mail on Commerce Street anyway. So it don't hurt. The dance studio has always used the back of the building because of the parking lot. Because they got 30, 40 kids in there every day. And it's easier to work from the parking lot, so, you know, that's fine. But we'll work all that out. That's really all I have. I hope you all will consider some of the things. Maybe we can, I don't know what the plan is for completion, or do you have a date, or?
July 26, 2026.
July 26th, that's shortly after the Christmas parade and.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, well, that's fine, I hope we can make that. You know, we're, all the merchants and myself are looking forward to completion.
Yeah, we are too. It's gonna be
Thank you.
beautiful.
That's
Yeah,
full
right.
completion for Market and Main.
Yeah. You
Yes,
think,
it's total
you think,
project.
you
It's
think
total
most of the market would be done by that time?
Well, I mean,
I don't know how they do it by stages.
and I was gonna give an update, I kind of right now, the water and sewer pretty much is done on Market. We're doing electrical now, they're having to put four sticks conduit in both sides, the length of Market, that's for street lighting. There'll be electrical panels in some of the planters for the festivals, there'll be a place for food trucks to hook up. So all that's going in now. If you go up there and look, they started the block walls week and a half ago, I think. So they're working on those also get brick put back on them. So basically, when the walls get finished and all the rest of the utilities, which is the electrical, gets done, they will start back on sidewalks. So that could be anywhere in the next 3 to 4 to 6 weeks, I'm not sure. You know, this week, we talked to them, got rain, supposed to be moving in, supposed to have heavy rain middle of the week. That would affect it. Of course, they did move on Main Street. I think it was around the last meeting. First day, they ran into problems with the Cullum and Main intersection on the water and sewer, and that got them way behind on the project. They had a huge hole dug out, so they are a little bit, roughly going to be about 2 weeks behind on the closures on Main. Hopefully by next week, they'll move to phase 2. But I did want to give, and Charlie came sit down with me, and Charlie knows he's welcome anytime to, last week, and I did not have these numbers in front of me because it had been a couple of years ago in a town hall meeting that came up about some of the parking. And the first early draft of the project really eliminated almost all the parking on Market Street. So we went back to the engineers on it, the architects on the project, and asked them to add as much as we could back in. And we ended up, before the project started, we had 32 on-street parking places on Market Street. We went back and added 18. So on Market, we'll have 18 parking places, but we're adding on-street parking to Cullum with 5 new parking places, and we're adding 3 to Freddie Fagan Way. So on-street parking on Market, we went from 32 down to 26. But we also added 62 on the North Hicks Street parking lot. So we've tried to work with them and get as much put back, but it's almost impossible. One, it is impossible to add any more because at this point you can't change the scope of the project. But the reasoning that we lost the parking we did, this project was to make the street ADA accessible and the sidewalks. So the sidewalks had to be wider, the entrances into the buildings had to be wider to make the ADA standards. So that took away some of the parking to be able to get the ADA aspect into it.
And we have to, this day and time, we have to do ADA if
Yes.
if the scope of the project
We
is
had
as
to
large
make
as
them
it is.
ADA accessible or do the best we could, and we made, I think there's only one building that was really just impossible, and the rest of them we were able to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, one other little thing I'll tell you, I had a problem with a commode in my dance studio. Had a plumber out, he took the supply line and he got a full cup of small gravels and dirt out of that supply line. And we thought we had it then, so we got it all washed out and hooked it back up, and the water went into the back of the commode that has it's a sure flush type instrument. When it flushes, it comes and pushes everything around in a circle and drops it. But it wouldn't dump the water. So there was more stuff in that container. And we had to replace the whole outfit. But I think the company's gonna work that out and whatever, so.
Everything's working now, Charlie?
Yeah,
Good,
everything's
good,
fine.
okay. All right.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Good
Appreciate it,
seeing
Charlie.
you. Thank you.
Roger, give me a quick update as well on trash. What's the plan in the future and?
Right now, we went to central location on each side. Of course, on the Commerce Street side, we have a good central location. On the Freddie Fagan, right now, we don't. We're hoping to, and I didn't speak to that a minute ago, we're hoping to redesign both those parking lots. We've got the cul-de-sac on the Commerce side that's just wasted area, so we hope we can incorporate that into the parking lot. We are considering going to centralize even when the project's over, just because I get more complaints with the blue garbage cans, especially the ones on Freddie Fagan lined up. So we're looking at going to maybe, but not just a dumpster, something more like we actually met with a company that provides the one like the Darty building had to start with. It's mostly sunk into the ground, kind of hidden. So we are going to look at something different up there. Of course, these are the only small businesses. There's a few other in town. Most businesses, we do not pick up their garbage. If it's a small business that produces the same amount as a household, then we pick it up. So they're getting a service that a lot of other businesses does not get.
Good question.
Campbell, I think,
Go ahead. I want to tell a quick story real quick. I went by and, go ahead, well, no. You can go and, I went and saw Freddie last week, and I was just talking with him. I said, Freddie, I got some bad news for you. We're going to have to close Freddie Fagan. He went, Bull, no. His lips started quivering. I said, no, I'm joking. I'm just joking. Freddie's doing well. Yes, sir.
Oh, Mayor Burton, thank you for the moment. And council, I wanted to recognize longtime city police department employee, for her dedication, diligence, hard work, and just her care and presentation with what she does with her job. Janet, would you step up? She's been with us, the city anyways, for 31 years. And she is manages our records office, and is really the one that reports our numbers to the state. She works on the administrative side, which is led by Captain Floyd. And I've asked him to read the citation relative to this commendation as well.
You're being silent.
Yeah, Miss Janet, as we affectionately call her, is a cornerstone for our department. She doesn't realize the impact she makes. It's kind of one of those things that no news is good news, but sometimes no news goes unrecognized. So we'd like to recognize her. Thank you for a moment of your time to do that. So, Miss Janet, we want to recognize you with the 2025 Chief Service Award for your dedication to the service of the citizens of the City of Clinton. We recognize your hard work and diligence in collecting and reporting statistics for the State of Tennessee TIBERS database. The 53.5% clearance rate sets the Clinton Police Department well and clear above the state clearance rate, as well as some adjacent agencies. We also appreciate you for the welcome that each person receives from you as they enter our building. Often a person enters for numerous reasons, but their first perception of our earnest commitment to serve them is assured when meeting you. We greatly appreciate your detailed and persistent efforts to help this police department achieve exceptional marks of excellence. Thank you so much.
Can we hold it up just a little bit longer?
You sure can. You take as long as you want.
31 years buys a little time.
Really inspiring somebody out there.
It's becoming few and far between.
So you may want to say, you want to say a couple words? I'm joking. I'm joking. Thank you.
Thank you for all you do.
Any other comments? Visitors, citizens? Yes, sir. Please approach the podium, state your name and address, please.
My name's John Cosgrove. I live at 803 Riverbend Road here in Clinton. I wanted to thank the council first for agreeing to vote on a resolution of support for what our organization is calling the Highland Rail Trail. And I'm not sure we got on the agenda tonight.
You are.
Oh.
We made a to add it to the, a motion to add it to the.
Oh, thank
agenda.
you.
It's coming up next.
Okay, appreciate it. I think I sent all of you on the council an informational flyer that describes this proposed trail. If any of you didn't see the flyer, I do have a copy of it with me tonight that I'd be happy to share with you. I'm also a member of the Tennessee Citizens for Wilderness Planning, which is based in Oak Ridge. And we're part of a coalition effort to transform it's a 41-mile railroad corridor that goes from Anderson, Campbell, and Scott County, basically from Oneida down to Devonia. And we'd like to see that turned into a non-motorized recreational trail. And one of our partners in that effort is TDEC's Office of Outdoor Recreation. And the folks there, the state folks, recommended we petition our local municipalities for resolutions of support for the trail. We're not asking for money. We would just like your support. The state says these local resolutions help them with their budget requests, which are coming up in October. So I think Oak Ridge and Norris have both passed one already. So we think this is a fantastic regional, economic, and really cultural opportunity for our area. So we're pretty excited about it. I know Clinton's not directly on the path of the railroad, but similar trails like I don't know if any of you are bikers, but Virginia Creeper Trail, they've really proven to be amazing, strong economic engines, far beyond the path of the trail. So, And I think the Highlander Trail has that potential to do that for us. So I won't take all your time. I'm going to sit, and if there are any questions during your vote, I'll try to answer them. But again, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'd like a copy of that if you got a chance. It wasn't in my, the attachment wasn't in my email.
Oh, is that true?
I didn't see it
I got
either
it.
once I started looking, but
Yeah, I got it.
you did get it.
Thank you for doing this, though. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments? Communications from the mayor. I'd asked Wendy to read resolution number 852.
Resolution number 852, a resolution in support of the Highlander Trail Rails to Trails project. Whereas the Tennessee Citizens for Wilderness Planning Incorporated, TCWP, is a nonprofit corporation located in Oak Ridge whose mission is to preserve wild places and waters through protection, advocacy, stewardship, and education. And whereas the TCWP has requested formal city support for a proposal Rails to Trails project known as the Highland Trail on a 41-mile rail line that runs from Davinia to Oneida that has been abandoned by R.J. Corman Railroad Company. And whereas the proposed Rails to Trails project would convert this 41-mile rail line into biking and hiking trail extending through Anderson, Campbell, and Scott counties, connecting communities and providing new opportunities for recreation, health, tourism, and quality of life. And whereas the city of Clinton acknowledges that trails such as these preserve scenic corridors, encourages healthy lifestyles, and strengthens local and regional economies by attracting visitors and supporting small businesses. And whereas the city of Clinton wishes to show support for this project as an investment in the region's future, now therefore be it resolved that the City of Clinton, Tennessee hereby supports the Highlander Trail Project and encourages its development as a means to promote recreation, health, tourism, and quality of life in Anderson County, as well as Campbell and Scott counties.
Do you hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilman Quainer, Councilman Foster.
Yes.
Councilman Harrell, Councilman Gann.
Yes.
Councilman Hatmaker.
Yes.
Councilwoman Manis.
Yes.
Mayor Burton.
Yes. Resolution number 852 passes. Would you like a signed copy of this? Do you need that? Just pass that down to Gina. Gina will take care of you after the meeting. It's all right. Also, anybody see me bowl that strike today on Facebook?
Hey, guys, reached new levels.
Bowling alley looks fantastic. Congratulations, JB and staff and everybody that was involved in this. We are going to have a ribbon cutting October the 14th at 8:30. And I bet the league's going to start probably a couple weeks before that, right? I mean, a couple weeks from now, the league will start up. So, be pretty neat, good stuff. So, again, if you can make it October 14th at 8:30, you may even build a bowl game or something. So, that's all I have under committee reports. City School Board report, Ms. Johnson.
I know that our fourth, fifth, and sixth graders will be excited to bowl in the new bowling alley in the spring. The lights look good in your form, Mayor Burton. I mean, you can
know,
tell that you've had some experience.
Some people got it, some people don't.
Yeah. Finally, I get to report
My back's
that.
still sore, by the way.
Little sore arm. Finally, I get to report that the Clinton Elementary playground equipment has been installed, and it has been so long time coming. 2 pieces did not arrive, so we're waiting on that, and then the next step will be the flooring and the padding and the turf. But The structures are up. The kids cannot wait to get to the Gaga Ball Court because evidently that is like the new hot thing that children like. So we look forward to that opening hopefully soon. I want to give a shout out to the Clinton Police Department. They have just been extra special to Clinton Elementary School as we've dealt with increase of traffic in the morning due to the detour. And they provided additional support to make sure that our children get in and out of the car safely, so we greatly appreciate that. Fall cookouts are here, so Jeff Little and his team are going to be providing our hamburgers at all 3 schools. So October 1st will be Clinton Elementary School, and October 2nd will be North Clinton, and then followed by Friday, October the 3rd, will be South Clinton Elementary School. So we invite any of the community members that want to come and eat a wonderful hamburger with us at school to please come and join us. That Friday on October 3rd, we're wrapping up the first 9 weeks of school. So school is officially in another week and a half, a fourth of the way over. So it's just happening very, very quickly. Fall break will be the week of the 6th through the 10th. So currently, we are accepting banner donations for our Blaze banners that is going to be held in the Clinton Elementary School gym. Our Blaze basketball season is going to be kicking off, and so we are currently selling banners to be displayed throughout our 25-26 school year. Information, you can contact me or any of the Blaze basketball players, cheerleaders, dancers have that information. It's also located on our website. And then finally, the school board will hold its annual retreat at North Clinton Elementary School this Friday. And our goal is going to be to create our next 5-year strategic plan. Other than that, we're doing school. Any questions for me?
Any questions for Kelly?
How'd your enrollment balance out from the last?
We actually have held steady in Clinton City Schools this year. We have not seen, we dipped in the spring, which led me to believe that our enrollment for this year might be slightly lower, but we popped right back up. And so we're hovering right around 930 kindergarten through 6th grade, and then an additional 40 of our pre-Kers.
But you have some real big classes in kindergarten this year, don't you?
Our kindergarten class is huge
Huge,
this
yeah.
year. It
But-
is. We actually, it's interesting to see the dynamics. We're growing most rapidly at North Clinton Elementary School. And so we have 2 of kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd graders now, 3rd grades at North Clinton Elementary School. And it's interesting that, you know, parents are actually asking for zone exceptions to North Clinton Elementary School. And so it's neat to see the wonderful things that are happening there.
I think what you see too, from a realtor standpoint, is you got a lot of the older people that moved in the late 50s and 60s, and they're moving on, and they're being replaced by small
Younger
families
Yeah.
and more
younger
kids.
Yeah.
And I guess it's an endless cycle. But I think with us, with everything in Oak Ridge and everything, it's a higher number right now that's
Yes.
going through that transition.
So North Clinton is actually
so-
over 200 for the first time that I've been in Clinton City Schools. So I think we were at 212 last time I checked.
It's fantastic.
So, good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Clinton Regional Planning Commission report, Councilman Hatmaker.
Thank you, Mayor. The Planning Commission met on Monday, September 8th. There were a couple items of new business. GC Construction Services is requesting final plat approval for property located at 816 Rogers Street. This property is zoned R2. Preston Stokes explained that this is just a minor plat that's dissolving some lines to make a single parcel. This was passed unanimously. Stephen and Georgia Combs is requesting final plat approval for property located at 127 Palmer Place. This property is also zoned R2. This is a 3-parcel minor subdivision that involves a lot line movement. This motion passed unanimously as well. Third applicant is Betty Rogers requesting final plat approval for property located on Blockhouse Valley Road. This property is zoned R2. Lots of discussion about this little 15-lot subdivision. Ultimately, this motion was passed unanimously. Applicant Kelvin Stokes is requesting final plat approval for property located at 248 Highway Drive. This was a minor 2-parcel subdivision. All corrections have been made, and this motion passed unanimously. We did have an amendment proposal for modified subdivision regulations, Article 3, Section A, .16 by reducing the maximum number of lots that a private street or JPE may serve from 4 lots to 1 lot. After a brief discussion, Mayor Burton made a motion to defer this for 30 days for increased discussion, and that motion was passed unanimously. No further business, and our Board of Zoning had no new or old business.
One correction I want to make on that Betty Rogers plat. That was just a moving of the lot lines from
74 to
3 feet to, and she got 20 feet in the back. It wasn't the approval of the JPEs.
This involved 2 plots, as I see here.
Plat, yeah, yes. Any questions for Brian? Thanks, Brian. Catherine?
Good evening, everyone. I gave you some information that you can take home and look at. But I reached out to Stephanie Wells with Anderson County Tourism. There's been a lot of talk of how much traffic there is in our downtown area with this construction. So I kind of, with one eye closed, said, okay, hit me with it. Tell me what we're seeing here. She did some reports that I've given to you. It is a comparison of 2024 traffic downtown versus 2025. It tracks cell phone data. The filter that she puts on it is that these are people who are spending 30 minutes or longer in the downtown area. So it's not somebody that's just passing by. That gives them enough time for us to show that they've gone somewhere in our downtown area. So you'll see on the map that it's mapping Main Street and Market Street. And what we found in this report is that visits are down about 1.5%, but visitors are up. So that means repeat visitors are what we're missing right now, which makes sense because if you go downtown and you have trouble right now, you may not want to come back until downtown is put back together. This could also mean that locals are not coming back because they know what's going on. But the second report, so she noticed in the first report that there was something happening Friday through Sunday. So the second report that you'll see is showing that in comparison to 2024 versus 2025, in May through August, visitation is up 11.3% Friday through Sunday. Which is great because that is when most of our businesses are open downtown. So a couple things that I will say about these reports. We've lost, I think, when someone goes to a destination, they know they're going to shop at one location. They're probably not going to all of the shops like they may have when they normally would come without construction. 2, we do have 2 new restaurants. So that may be bringing up some of the visitation that's happening downtown because we would expect in a normal year, 2 new restaurants downtown, we would see our numbers grow. They haven't grown. I'm saying all this to say 1.5% down, I think, is a huge win. And that hasn't come out without a lack of effort. We have, and I'll give you the full report on all the things that we have done as a Main Street organization to try our best to make sure that people are still shopping our shops during this really, really difficult time. And I don't say any of this to minimize any struggles that any business is having, because I know they are real, and I know that there are those that are struggling. But if Main Street organization is an extension of the city, which I fully believe we are, we're in communication almost every day, especially through this project, I think what we can say is we are hanging in as best we can. And we are really fighting for our business in downtown. I made a promise when this all started that I would do everything I could to help our businesses through this project. So some of the things that we've done, we're seeing huge growth on our social media this year. We have 1.7 million views on our Facebook from January to today. I actually looked at it today. Our New Faces videos that we did at the beginning of the year got 142,000 plus views. Our Clinton Like You've Never Seen It series was 37,000 plus views. Actually, our Hammocks grand opening post was almost 60,000 views, and one of our largest ones that we've done. We've posted about 15 times about construction and the things that are happening, and those posts are at 310,000 views. And we've spent lots of money as of late boosting those posts, making sure that they are seen even more. We sent out about 10,000 brochures to travel centers across the state, because we know that people who shop antiques are going to come from all over the Southeast region. We actually created a new website at the beginning of the year that features every single business in the downtown area at no cost to them. The signage, the postcards, we did an ad in Style Blueprint, which has 500,000 impressions through our article. And they actually had that featured in Nashville, Birmingham, and Memphis lately as well. So West Knox Lifestyle ad is coming out in October, and so we are just featuring all the events that are happening fall to Christmas. And we're doing some free photos for businesses as well. And I will tell you that I posted one on a Friday, and Sunday evening, I got a text that said, I just want to say a big thanks for the photo shoot and post. We had our best weekend since the 4th of July. 80% of our sales were brand new customers who had never visited us before. So thank you so much. Again, I don't want to minimize the struggles, but I do want to say there are positive things happening in the downtown area through this construction. And that is in part in our partnership with our city, our businesses. I'm extremely proud of our businesses who have been able to open their back doors, who have pivoted in a lot of ways. We did a post featuring all the ways that you could support downtown businesses without ever walking in their door. There's online options, there's curbside delivery, and that was a huge post for us as well. So. And that leads me to the Fall Antique Festival. We have printed thousands of cards that we're going to hand out to everybody that we see and that attends, that has a list of all the businesses that are in downtown, so that our shoppers, even though we won't be able to be on Market Street, minus some food trucks, will hopefully make their way to our businesses. The Fall Antique Festival is October 3rd and 4th, and I just want to say a big thank you to the city for allowing us to continue to have this event. It would be a huge economic problem for our businesses if we didn't have that. And for me, that's the biggest reason that we would still have our Antique Festival. And it's not going to look like it has in the past, but we're still able to have that. And so so thank you for that. It's, you know, we've worked really hard to also pivot on this festival and do some really great, unique things. You know, so the economic impact on the business is going to, you know, I hope it's going to be the best one yet for them. So that's all I have, but please make sure you come visit us for the festival. It's going to be great and amazing.
Any questions for Catherine?
No questions, but I have seen the post, and this, I don't know if you saw Granny's Attic posting a lot. I saw them specifically posting a lot, and they made me laugh.
Yes,
they were getting very creative. I think the one about this week has been a long year.
Yes.
That made me laugh. But I was like, I love that they're just using creativity to market themselves.
Absolutely. And a sense of humor, too.
Yes,
which is
and a sense-
important
yeah.
in hard times, so.
Yes. So I have seen it, and I have been trying to share any of those that I see pop up, too.
Yes, thank you.
Great.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
General Government Report, Mr. Hauk.
Thank you, Mayor. I've already gave an update on the TAP grant, just a brief one on the old armory. Pretty much they've gutted the building, they got the heat and air units off last week, and it's pretty much on schedule. One thing I don't think I told council at the last meeting, working with Clinton City Schools and Kelly and the Boys and Girls Club, we applied, or actually the Boys and Girls Club had to apply for it, but we received another $954,000 grant for this project. It's actually through the Boys and Girls Club, but they'll be reimbursing us for the project that we're doing.
That's
So
great.
we've got the 954, that's a Department of Human Services grant, specifically for workforce childcare, which is what this is, and we got the 500,000 CDBG grant. So a good chunk, over 65% of it's being paid state and federal. Let's see. General government, in accordance with our fleet maintenance goals and based on available funds in our capital outlay plan, I request authorization to purchase 4 vehicles to replace 3 police department vehicles and 1 recreation department vehicle and the related safety and communications equipment in a total amount not to exceed $250,000 to be funded from the capital outlay reserve. All these purchases are on the statewide contract.
Are these purchases to try to catch Councilman Foster in his speed?
Let's see, we need to pick a color so I know which ones to look out for.
All different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we basically try to buy anywhere from 2 to 4
Yeah.
a year, just to keep a
good.
good maintenance rotation.
I'll
I
make a
think
motion
last year
to
we may
approve.
bought more than that.
Second.
One year we did. Yeah. So,
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Finance, I'll defer to Gail.
Your sales tax report, you'll notice a huge increase, almost 26%. But not to burst your bubble, but last year, those first 2 months, you all had an adjustment from a local industry. So if I take that out, estimating it would have been this year about a little over 7%, which is still good, but, and you'll see that same type of thing next month because that adjustment was split between 2 months last year. Countywide, this month, it was a little over 9.5%, so we're pretty much in line with that. State sales tax, looking at it, was also up, so that's a good sign. It was up almost 3%. If you look at your finance report, we're pretty much in line on expenditures. Our revenues are looking good. You'll notice the intergovernmental, we stay a month behind on it, as well as your local taxes, you're a month behind on sales tax. And of course, we've not started collecting property tax yet, so we're really in line there. If you'll notice, I've updated the fund balance. I'm very close to completely closing out the book, so that is a good fund balance. You'll see it's up significantly from last month. We had quite a bit of stuff to book for grants and receivables, so it's much better than what we originally anticipated.
Are we seeing impact from the hotel tax?
From the increase? We should see some, yes. Again, we're early on. I mean, we've basically collected a couple of months, but we should see some, yes.
Any questions for Gail? The increase for the county, is that kind of the same reasoning why we saw such a big increase as far as some of that tax last year was taken out?
Well, obviously it affects countywide, but that was a hit to the city particularly.
Yeah, but it
It would
wasn't.
affect the school system because 50% is the schools.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
countywide just takes every entity, so obviously ours was, yeah.
Just wondering. Thank you.
Thank you. Only other thing I have in the recreation department, JB, when is your trunk or treat?
26th, 2-5, 7th annual, trick or treat. About 30 vendors, petting zoo, food trucks. I think we're doing family pictures, backyard bouncers.
Where's
That's
it,
the norm.
where's it at?
Center and the ball field next door.
Okay.
And I think last year, maybe 2 years ago, we started blocking the street in front, so much more space out front is a great change.
Thank you, JB.
Roger, thinking of block streets, or if we looked at purchasing those rollaways for our events on Market? You know, we had talked about that.
Ballards.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we'll do that. We'll save a little money, let Public Works install them when the project gets done.
Okay.
Of course, we bought 300 of the pedestrian barricades, which is really helping downtown right now. And we've got, they're much easier to use than some of the other barricades. So in the combination, I think definitely can make it safer.
Did you make any points on the updates on the armory?
I did.
You did? Okay. I must have been thinking about something else. It's a good report, by the way.
That was the actual first 2 minutes of his talk.
Just $950,000.
Oh, yeah, but I was talking about, from a
That's all.
progress standpoint. Everybody, is everything on schedule?
Yeah.
You said that too?
Yes.
Wow. I gotta
You
eat
had-
more
did
when
you
I
eat-
come.
did you eat lunch?
I'm thinking about dinner.
He taped himself that bowling ball.
Thanks, Roger. No ordinances or resolutions. Any old business before us? Any new business?
I know Rob got back with me. We asked about the Clinton Utility LED change out. He said, CEB came back, that's gonna be a 2-year process. I know some of the neighborhoods are hitting at different levels, but they have a rollout planned over 2 years.
Good.
I'm starting to get those questions and calls.
Okay, thank you. Any other new business? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Meeting adjourned.